Welcome back to Fixing Things. We're in my shop. Man, on this episode of Fixing Things, I got this 8-foot by 4-foot monstrosity of my fixing table, welding table, fabricating table. Man, it's just taking up way too much of my shop. Way too much. So on this video, we're gonna downsize this fixing table. And we're gonna improve it, and we're gonna make it really good, put some good wheels on it. We're gonna turn it from this to this. You're gonna see me how I changed that big ugly 4-foot by 8-foot fabricating table that I got from my son, I'm not complaining, into this work of art with a vise, heavy duty underneath there, 1/4-inch plate steel top. This thing is bad. Also, I got it straightened out. She's awesome. So on this episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill, see how I make this fabricating / work table / welding table on this episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. So on this table has been a thorn in my side, and there's not much room getting by my lift here. And on my other side, I got a big long table, and I got trash and stuff and everything, and that's a mess that needs to be addressed. Not today. But we're going to take away all the stuff off of this. Drag this table out into the middle of the floor, because it is on wheels. They don't roll very good, but it is on wheels. And we're going to fire up the plasma cutter, and we are going to cut this table down, fix all the legs on it, maybe now we're going to make some improvements on it, because right now the two of my clamps is holding my vise down on it. We'll mount the vise on here correctly. I mean, that's shabby chic right there if I ever seen it. And it's just a clutter table of when I'm doing a project just to throw stuff on. So let's get with it and do it. All right, I got about 99% of the table cleaned up, 99.9%. I still got to get the boards up. I'm going to attempt to wheel this out. I still got some stuff underneath. I think we'll just kind of keep that out of the way as we go. I know that when me and Billy brought it in here, my son, it took both of us all we could to get it off the truck and get it in here. So it's been sitting up against this wall ever since long before I got the lift. So the plan is for me to move it. And these wheels just do, that's why these wheels gotta go. They just don't want to roll. I mean, they're rolling, but you can hear it. Doesn't help if I'm trying to go over the extension cord over here, ain't helping. Well, the lift lifts it up easy enough. Okay. Alright, all four wheels are back down, the lift's holding up the center. Alright, so what I'm thinning is, once I cut this, it's going to want to flop down. So I'm going to take one of the old boards that was down here and put it up in here. All right, so now that I got this thing secured, I'm gonna take my soapstone, my measuring tape, and a straight edge. You can see this table is not, it wobbles. So soapstone makes a nice neat line, nice neat line on steel. And it actually kind of glows a little bit when you're using a torch or a plasma cutter on it to help you see the line a little bit. So we're gonna figure out what size table. I mean, this thing is way too tall. So it's 42, and I need to have it down to about 36 off the floor. So I thought it was 48, but I never did measure it. But this is definitely, that's a 4-foot level. The 48, it's a 4-foot by 8-foot table. This is big as a sheet of plywood. Definitely don't need something this big. 48 that way is not bad. 36 is right here. That's not too bad. A 48 by 36 table. And that leaves me so I clamped a piece of unistrut onto the table, and I left my white line visible so that the center of the plasma cutter is really close to that line, if not right on it. Now it's time to get the plasma cutter out. All I use for safety is a good set of gloves when using a plasma cutter and some really dark safety glasses. I don't use my welding helmet because the arc is not as bright as it is when you're welding, and if you use the welding helmet, you can adjust your light on it, but after you get your helmet set for what you use, I don't like messing with it, and these work fine. All right, let's see. Did you see that plasma cutter? Man, them new tips, man, they are bad. Whew. Now we just got a little bit of, I mean, I could probably get the plasma cutter up, but I don't want to put that plasma cutter while that heavy table breaks apart. It's got 2 pieces of L channel underneath there that this is held up with. I think it went through, I think it went through the, this part, but the downright piece. So, Sawzall time. All right, let's give it a try. I see some slag up through here. Didn't fall. That's a good thing. Oh, we still got the bottom of the table. Goodness gracious, we gotta cut that back. Maybe we'll use the plasma cutter for that. So down, now all this is cut all the way through the top, but down here we still have the edge of the table. So what I'm thinking is we'll go ahead and cut that at the distance it is from this edge over here. So the edge over here, I don't know what that is, whatever it is down here for that leg, and we may swipe the two legs off the other side to put here and cut them short, maybe. If not, I got some box tubing out back that I can bring in and make some really nice square tube legs. But let's cut those. All right, the only thing holding this thing up now is the lift. So we got to pull the two parts apart, but I'm scared to pull the heavy part apart first. For the simple fact is that it's heavy. But this side, I think we can just tilt it back out of the way, maybe, because it's still pretty heavy. That's 1/4 inch thick steel plate. If just a small piece of 1/4 inch plate is heavy. This is 36 by 48. We'll go slow. I think the duck is on the roof. Ow. Yeah. Whew. It's heavier than I thought it was. Maybe the duck wanted to come in and help me. It's actually lifting the other one off the floor. So the weight of the table is sitting on these two bottom legs, but it's lifting the other legs off the floor. This could be a disaster. I mean, I got to get it down. Let's see what we can do. I can't say it's a pretty nice clean edge. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Man, that is heavy. Oh. This thing is mega heavy. So I think what we'll do is we'll lift the lift up a little higher. That'll get the center balance so it'll go that way, away from me. Turn this up a little bit. Maybe a little more. Ooh, it was balanced. Now what do I do? Now I'm stuck. We'll get this arm out of the way. I guess we just gotta let it go. Lord help me. See that? Woo! Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Now we got to get that table up on the lift, turn it upside down. We'll see what we can do. All right, I'm scared again. Oh, ah! Whew. Piece cake. So now we got the new fab table. This thing wasn't even centered up into the hole. I think we'll try cutting some of those legs off and welding them on here. We gotta do something with this right here. Wheels seem to work pretty good now. They ain't got no weight on them. Man, that was scary. We still got some more sketchy stuff to do. We got to get this thing laid over on its back. The big one. Cut these where they need to go. Yeah. Let's start doing it. Man, I didn't have my camera on. But I just scooted this thing over. I'm going to put a block of wood. L-toe protection. And what I'm thinning is that I'm going to bring it back, then grab those two outriggers once it's past that point. Hopefully I'm not going to end up out of room when it comes down. What do we say, 60 inches? Yeah, that's not leaving me much room. Give me strength, Lord, in Jesus' name. That's the balancing point. Don't trip on the board. Don't let this thing smash into me. It's in a hump of the concrete, that helps. Oh. Maybe I need to wait for my son. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. settle on my belly. That's just good and strong. That's not gonna work. Oh shit. Settle on my knee, that's good. Oh! Oh my gosh! Get my feet out of the way. Oh, the 2x4 is not big enough. Oh, my fingers. Ah. Got it. That was easy. Oh my gosh, I need a break. Oh. Oh man. Oh, that's heavy. Oh. Yeah. That was easy. All right, let's modify this table. So when the table was standing up, I went ahead and marked these marks. That gives me my distance here, and that's where I cut this right here. So we're going to take a 4.5 inch grinder Hercules. That's 1/4 inch also. All right. So we're going to cut these legs off. This piece here is not even welded to it, so it should come right off. We'll keep these on it, but we'll cut off these pieces here and the welds that are right here, and we'll grab both legs in one sweep, I think. Don't do what I do. Woo! All right, I guess I gotta go clean that out. I'll be back. Put some duct tape on it. You can see my cutting disc tore apart in frays on the, it didn't even shut off. My legs stopped it, that's what it was. It's time to get back onto this thing. It's almost cutting through right there. I think I want to use the plasma cutter on that. We use the grinder back on the side over here, and plasma cutter on the edge on that. So let's finish grinding and get these things out of the way. All right, let's put a new disc on there. Oh man, we still got a little bit. Probably do one more cut with that. What do you think? All right, let's see if we can get that thing off of there. My shop is in shambles. I don't know if I can find my doodadder. Let me see if I can find my doodadder. The disc taker off or doodadder. All right, got the disc on. I don't know, I probably could have made one more cut with that. That's not too bad. All right, let's get back to grinding. So I got the other side over there pretty much done. Still gotta get this and that. Marshall PC Wabash is in the room.
Heard you was working on welding table.
Yeah. I also was working on grinding my leg.
Well, you're lucky you can take off just those little pants.
All right. It took off a little bit of skin too. Had to go inside and bandage it up a little bit.
Get my hair cut.
Yeah.
Then I went home and put the junk on the truck, went to the dump pit and give my old truck a ride. So every time I'm riding my old truck around, getting its veins cleared for another.
That's right.
Let it sit flat, clear in here.
Right.
Fade out for the running once in a while. So I went to the VFR and got me 3 new flags for my pole. The weather done beat them to pieces.
Oh yeah. Usually my barbershop ones is about once every 6 months I got to get another one.
Between the cold and the snow, they was looking pretty bad, but now they just look like they went through a war zone.
Right.
They're all straight. I'm just coming to see if you know where what was I asking for the other day? Valve ground.
Oh, valve ground. Let's see if we can find it. All right, this table's way too high. All right, so we figured out it was 44 inches or so, and we want it to be 36. So if we take it down to 32 with a 4-inch wheel, that's 36. We'll mark it at 32. We'll cut all these posts off at 32. Man, I could do the right thing and make new flanges. That would be the right thing. But I think I'm going to do the fast thing, because this got a pretty good hefty plate. I think I'm just going to weld that right to the top. Somehow, I guess I have to hold it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's see if we can't get this thing back on its wheels. Then we gotta mount that vise to it and get a working platform underneath it. Oh my gosh, it's still heavy. Oh. Two. Once I get it up, we'll get the vise on it. One corner is wider than the other. And then we'll go ahead and put a little bit more bead on the wheels. It's kind of hard to weld upside down like that. I put my feet right here. Woo! Oh, dude. Well, that wheel just broke off. We gotta weld that back on. But it rolls around so good. I know I just got those wheels just tacked on there, so we'll get that on there. Whew. All right, and we gotta put the vise on it. That means we're gonna plasma cut a couple holes in it, grind those smooth. It's at the right height. And that's right at the right height. I got all the wheels welded back on. Got a good fat bead all the way around it. Good penetration. I'm gonna have to repack them bearings though. We about burned all the grease out of them. But now we gotta mount this vise. Ugh. So this vise has been sitting outside in the rain for probably 2 or 3 years before I put it in here. And it's a little dried up, so I put some grease up in it, lubed it up. Oh yeah, she's spinning good now. All right, now that my batteries went dead in the camera. But anyways, I had to go into carpentry mode. And you know how I like to do carpentry work. I like carpentry work. I used to build houses and decks for a living. So I had this piece of 3/4 inch plywood. I cut it down to the dimensions. I haven't tried it yet. Let's see if it fits. That's perfectamente. Oh, that looks good. Now if I can get up. Oh. All right, let's test it, see if it rolls. Oh man. Oh man. Guess we have to do it all over. Psych. That thing is bad. That's good. It's exactly like I wanted it. Oh. So we're going to be making some improvements to this thing here soon. Like places to hang all my clamps and all that stuff. Get some rebar and some stuff, and I ain't got time. It's already nighttime outside. My wife be getting home soon. Oh, I gotta redress my bandage. I think I pulled it loose when I was lifting that big piece of steel up. Oh, I should have had that on recording. All right, that's going to be it for this episode of Fixing Things. Like I said, we still got quite a bit to do on this fabricating table slash welding table slash workbench. A lot of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be making it an all-in-one, all-inclusive, what would you call it? Where we're going to hang all our clamps and all our stuff, all the things that we're going to need to fabricate. I want to be kept with this table. We roll it around the shop, take it where we need it. We ain't taking it outside because this bad boy is heavy duty. Now my floor is crooked, but I know the table's right. Listen, God bless each and every one of you. Oh man, I hope my leg don't get infected. I gotta get inside here and redress the wound. God bless you. Remember this, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Man, did you see how I got hurt today? That grinder went off and jumped and hit my knee, my leg. The olden days, I probably would have bashed that grinder to a million pieces. God gives me a lot of peace these days. I'll see you on the next episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Great day. You see that table? That thing is beautiful. That's exactly like Puddin's table. Puddin wishes he had a table like this. Kind of looks like Puddin's table. It ain't Puddin's table, this is my table. All right, let's take a look at, oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now you got to see what my bare legs look like. Woo! Oh! Woo! Stay there, dog. I'm not dying.